shit. Like, if it's the other way around where you keep
We're live.
Okay.
like if he kept no showing after like calling out, like that's one thing. But if he kept saying, "Hey, I work this day. Can we find another day?" Like that's different.
And it happened 4 times in a row, and then they just stopped calling me, and I just stopped trying to get a hold of them about the game because it was like they obviously don't care.
Yeah. I don't think you would be missing out with that group.
No, I don't. But that was also like 10, 15 years ago.
Yep. So how about those E3 announcements?
I am really, really looking forward to Metroid Dread.
That I am not a Metroid person, but I'm still very happy that it's finally getting some attention. That like not one but 2 games were showed off today.
You see the stuff about Advance Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that was crazy. I was just like, oh shit. I haven't played an Advance War game in forever.
Yeah, because it hasn't released outside of the advanced.
Yeah, the last one was on the DS in like 2006 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they're just
Also-
re-releasing.
It's
They're remaking.
rebuilt.
They've rebuilt them from the ground up because it was a Game Boy Advance game.
Now, if we could get that for Final
Also-
Fantasy Tactics Advance,
This came out today, and I am super stoked about it.
oh omoiwa.
Like we've gotten tons of the video games, a lot of the like other content, but we've never gotten the source material released here past like the first couple of volumes in 1995. I actually have those in my closet.
Really, we never got the actual manga. Like, was there
No.
just a distribution issue?
Viz had the license in the 90s, and
Fuck Viz.
they started doing comic book releases of it, and then they collected it into
Trade paperbacks.
full volume format. Yeah, and I've got them in the closet, and they're so old that they read left to right, so they flipped them. They flipped everything, and the translation is a lot looser. But because they don't call it the Fist of the North Star, they call it the Fist of the Great Bear, because the constellation is Ursa Major, which is a bear. But they canceled it after 4 volumes. So we only got the first 60 chapters of it when it's 245 chapters. So we've never gotten more than that.
Well, I think I got it confused with Berserk. Berserk's creator passed away suddenly, like
Yeah.
last
Mhm.
week, right?
Yeah. Like a couple weeks ago. He never finished, so it's an unfinished story now.
Like Game of Thrones, which will be unfinished. He will die before it's done.
No, he's busy working on Elden Ring because George R. R. Martin needs another new project to start on because he doesn't
Well,
have anything he needs to finish ever.
They can't be any worse than Patrick Rothfuss, who basically refuses to release Killer Chronicles Book 3.
And that's supposed to be a prelude to some world story, like multi-part series. And then Brandon Sanderson's sitting there just like, oh, you're working on a trilogy. Oh,
He's like, I shit that out last night. Here's an in between book that I wrote on my lunch break today.
yeah. And
No, Rothfuss just doesn't want to finish it. I think he just doesn't know how to end it. I think he's written himself into a corner and he doesn't know how to finish.
Just fucking kill everyone. Just do it. Halo reached that.
Well, you see
shit.
the whole like thing about the King Killer Chronicles is Kavoth is supposed to be this dashing, handsome, all-knowing, worldly character, but if it isn't obvious by the end of book 2, he's just lying through a lot of that shit. He's embellishing greatly on everything that happens.
he's a storyteller. That's
Yeah.
what he is. Like, and even so, you don't get that from. One thing I will say is I really, after reading those books, I really like the idea of giving my OC WoW character. It's like I think there was a part of his life where he retired and became an innkeeper himself because he was just tired of being the hero and like like a war hero and all this shit. It's like, I'm just gonna go retire and work at a thing. But I'm like, my thing is like, my character gets pulled back in and he doesn't want to. He's like, I just want to go back to my inn, please. I just want to go back to the inn, please. Like, it's a good premise, but there's
Mhm.
just there's so much. It was a lot easier to get through the second time because I knew how long it was going to be. But the first, like, just how much shit that kid goes through between the books is just.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, how much of it is the truth, though? I think that's going to be the whole crux of it.
I think his youth, I think, is going to be a thing up until probably he goes to the school where things are more documented. Once it's like him frolicking with certain aspects and different like
When he's making
accounts.
love to the Fae.
Yeah, making love, like things that there is no other person that can back up that story. I
Mhm.
think I think is definitely up for it because yeah, he keeps talking about certain like people in like the university. People were there at the or not anniversary at the university that could probably be like, he did this, he did not do that. He's lying out his ass here, like.
Yeah.
But we don't know what happens at the end of book 2 because something huge, like a war or something, happens. So those people
Mhm.
are all probably dead or the university's gone. But not like we'll ever fucking know. It's like
That
it's
was
like.
that was like 10, 12 years ago the second book came out, and I just kind of gave up on it after a while, especially once Sanderson has written 4 1,000-page books in that same amount of time, as well as an entire trilogy, and he's working on the 4th book. He's on the 3rd book in his young adult thing. The
Which
Skyward
also
series
is
will be
really
out
good.
this year. It is. I've got the 2nd book sitting on the floor over there that I've been meaning to start, and then Cytonic will be out later this year, and then Wax and Wayne 4 is like at the halfway mark now of being
It's
done. I listen to his weekly updates just so I know where he's at on everything.
yeah. Oh, trust me, I know how much of a big fan you are. After our previous conversation. Now
The one thing I want to do is he keeps doing the leather bounds, but they keep selling out. So I think he's going to start selling them unsigned, and the unsigned ones will probably sell slower because people want the signatures.
Mhm.
I
What's
keep
really
I keep joking to myself that Brandon Sanderson signed so many books that eventually it's going to be rarer to find a book he hasn't signed than signed.
you'll just be in Barnes and Noble and you'll just have signed books because you can do that. You can just find signed copies that aren't like
And I think I
personalized.
just froze up on everybody.
Your camera's freezing, but you're good, like verbally. On my end at least. But I found a Lemony Snicket signed book at Barnes and Noble one day. I picked it up. I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like, I'll get this.
Huh.
Still no one else?
Chirp,
that?
chirp, chirp.
No one else has made an appearance yet.
I think my internet was slowing down because both of you just immediately went like and just caught up.
Ooh, you're just turned into like a pixelated mess on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chris said he would be
Were
here.
you just starting? Were you just starting to hum the Doug
Yes,
theme?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Got that off 2 notes, baby.
Your dink.
There's two songs I can recognize that way. That because it's Doug, and a My Chemical Romance song.
Do, 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 do.
Also, I was listening to that in the shower. So
I've been on a early 2000s punk grunge kick and
My wife.
watch it. Yeah.
I listen to these all the time.
let's see.
As I drop one.
My
Square Enix Arrange albums, so
Oh, you would see my weebiness. I had the Kingdom Hearts 1 Japanese album. I had like Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. We had one of those, like, I think every mall in the 2000s had like the Chinese, Japanese, like, or like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
store, and they had like the CD tracks and stuff. I don't even know if they were like authentic or bootlegs or whatever, but I'd pick up a bunch
Oh,
there.
I know the one that I went to had sold bootlegs because, you know, about a couple of years ago, I started tracking everything on the Video Game Music Database Network or website. So I started logging the catalog numbers, and like 5 of the albums that I thought were legit were bootlegs. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to know I paid $40 for that bootleg CD.
I My first encounter with bootleg anime was I bought the entirety of Full Metal Alchemist, and they're like, we'll also throw in another DVD if you want. I'm like, we'll throw in Fooly Cooly. So I got Fooly Cooly and all of Full Metal Alchemist,
Hell yeah.
totally bootleg, and and then eBay emails me. It's like, are these bootlegs? And I was like, and I didn't know any better at the time. My mom and I are like, she's like, did you buy fake things? I'm like, no, they look real. And I said, no, they look real. But that was the only way to get some of that stuff in the early 2000s.
It was. It was. I bought a lot of anime that I thought was the real thing, and then I get it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is absolute. I bought a soundtrack for Baten Kaitos thinking it was the real thing, and then what I got in the mail was it didn't look anything like the picture on the eBay listing, and it was very obviously burned CDs with a sticker put over the top of the CD, and I was just like, yeah, this is the bootleg is shit.
My copy of Dot Hack Signs is also pretty sketch. I think the last one I bought on eBay that actually got canceled because this seller got shut down before I could make the purchase was Paranoia Agent, because I knew Paranoia Agent didn't have a full release for a very, very long time. So I was just trying to get some physical copies of it.
Oh, I had a friend give I still have my Paranoia Agent. It's like a single DVD case, but it's like 2 discs because it's only 12 episodes. But for the longest time, I didn't think anything of it. It looks legit, and then I found out that it is not legit because he just gave it to me one day. He was just like, "Here you go," and I was like, "Dude, this is like $120 DVD set. Why are you just giving this to me?" And he's like, "I don't want it anymore." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it, sure." Years later, I look it up, and sure enough, what I have is a massive bootleg. But thankfully, now they have the series re-released on DVD and Blu-ray again. So
yeah, it's streaming too. Like, I love Paranoia Agent. I saw it went away off
I
like
love it.
Adult Swim, and then I'm like, what was that mind fuck of a show? Like, I need to rewatch this thing all the way through. And I have it on my
I saw
hard drives.
Paprika in theaters, dude. I saw Paprika in theaters back in 2006 when they were showing it here, and I was in love with Satoshi Kon stuff after that.
Paprika's just there was a small period of time when we first got an Alamo Draft House in Colorado that they were doing anime screenings, and I learned so many good animes. And that was my first time ever watching Space Dandy, and watching like the first 4 episodes of Space Dandy in HD on a huge screen with all the colors and action and stuff was just like
that's perfect for that.
Like, I never saw the show before, and I was just like, this show is fucking awesome. And it was dubbed, and we were like one of the few people in there, and I'm like, this shit's great. I'm sitting here having a beer, watching Space Dandy in a tiny theater at the Draft House.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Good stuff.
I miss kind of being on top of the anime craze. I don't know what's worth watching anymore. I watch whatever's on streaming nowadays.
I don't either. I
used to be hip.
Yeah. If it was 10, 15 years ago, yeah, I was hip. These days, I just don't even know what's good anymore. Like, I would never have watched Goblin Slayer if Sean and Jeff hadn't said watch it.
I need to finish Overlord and a few other, like,
Overlord
a lot of those
is so much fun.
I just started that like a while ago. I've been watching it super slow, like an episode a week, but I'm like 6 or 7 in now, and it's been pretty good.
Eins all gone.
Oh, I love, like, all the demon characters are fine, but the human characters who have to interact with them and they constantly just get picked off for no reason. You're like, oh, we're gonna have a story with these. Oh no, those people are dead now.
I love when Ainz gives people hugs.
That's so fucking awkward.
I love it because the last episode I watched was the one where he goes up against those Crusader Knights, and they call out their like highest level divine order summon,
Oh,
and
that's
and he just goes, and it just kills it just like with the wave of an arm, and they're just like, oh, what the fuck?
that's not even like the best meta thing that happens in that season too. Like, there's a fight
I love
that
it.
is just so
Yeah.
good.
I'll get there. Like it's a few seasons now, like 30 or so episodes.
3 or 4 seasons.
I've been slowly
And
working
then
my way through Hunter.
isn't there a movie coming too?
Oh my god,
Yes.
you're just giving me hope.
I think there's a movie coming. I think I read something about that recently.
Do we need a movie?
Mm.
More
I
content,
just heard
more
there's
content.
a movie coming.
It's like the My Hero movies. Like
I was just about to bring up like
they
the My
serve
Hero movies.
No point.
I hate it. It's
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Fullmetal
I
Alchemist,
mean,
it's My Hero. Just hate 'em.
They're fun to watch, but it's I enjoy. I saw both of the My Hero movies in theaters. I enjoyed them, but
They
you know
they were
they're just
fine.
there to entertain.
Right, like the story means nothing. The stakes are zero because
Yep.
going in the stakes are zero.
It's gonna go. The stakes are zero because they're gonna come out even, and it's gonna go back to the show, and then like in the show, one time they'll be like, "Hey, remember when we went to that island?"
Remember the
And then
beach
that'll be it.
episode?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop's movie worked so well because it was for a show that didn't have a progressive storyline, so it could fit pretty much anywhere after like before and after like the midway point and then at the end of the series. Like it could fit anywhere in between and you didn't need to watch the movie. You could just enjoy it and the animation was great. It just had a beginning, middle, and end. You didn't know you need to like they didn't have like the Meyer movies were like, hey, we included these characters. Say bye to those characters. They're going to be in the hotel for the rest of the movie while everybody else fights at the like. They didn't need to do that. It was
Yeah.
just like all the characters had their parts. They all did their thing. There was a good conclusion. The characters that were exclusive to the movie didn't matter because you never saw many recurring characters from Cowboy Bebop. Like that's how you do an anime movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, because My Hero has like what an ensemble cast of 40 plus characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Cowboy Bebop is like 4.
I think that's like the difference between anime in the 90s or late 80s and anime now. Like the art has gotten so much. I think better is the appropriate term.
I still miss the hand drawn.
Yeah, I do too.
But
Like once it switched to digital, it's just it's while it does look fantastic, it's a completely different look compared to hand drawn. Like for example, if you go back or if you go and watch Redline now, since that is a hand animated movie, now that they obviously didn't do it. Did they do that like hand drawn or is it digital? I don't know the answer to that question.
I think it's hand drawn sketches with digital painting.
Okay, so looking at that compared to My Hero Academia, it is it's Bones versus who does Redline? I forget the studio that did Redline, but Bones does amazing animation. They've always done amazing animation.
Yeah.
And then the people who did Redline blows my mind every time I watch that movie. Like sometimes when I watch sometimes when I watch movies I'm kind of like doing something else but Redline always keeps me from start to finish.
The studio who do what is it, Gurren Lagann and
Promare?
yeah, Promare and
Kill la
Kill. Like they're another one that's just like their animation, even though it's digital, is so damn fluid, and they
Yeah.
can use CGI where it's barely noticeable, and it doesn't impact like the way that the show looks or the flow. It's so good. I know that there's so many animes where you could just tell that it's just like, and here's a shot of a bunch of CGI characters. Like,
Yeah, they've gotten better about it as time has gone on, but I can still pick it out of a crowd. Eileen hates that. She'll be sitting there watching an anime and I go, that's a 3D model. And she goes, can you not?
Yeah.
It looks like we're only missing Brett tonight.
He
He's
never
still
said
doing
anything.
the.
But then again, I didn't say anything either because I didn't see your message until like 6:30.
I think he mentioned last week about the early morning stuff, so he's
thought that
probably
was
still
this week.
recovering.
Hopefully, Chris will figure out how the internet works in a second as he bounces in and out.
Dude, does he have like 2 hamsters spinning on a wheel to power his internet?
I don't know. You lived out there with him. You tell us.
I had high speed, but
Apparently, he's running his shit off a toaster in the bathtub.
and he jumped inside.
Where did he go? Oh no.
Sorry, too soon.
Well, I hope y'all's plan doesn't fall apart without Brett.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
That looks like yes.
Probably will.
Everything always falls apart. What are we talking about?
This is true. You just get to skip a couple steps.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is.
I'll just shapeshift my problems away.
That's true. You've got an out now. Anytime you want to bail in a plane, you just like turn into a squirrel or something. It's like just squirrel.
And then the
I don't
house
know these
collapses
guys.
on you.
They look at you and you're a squirrel. You're like, I've never met them. I don't think they are.
Turn into a fainting goat. Counterproductive. Just.
You're going to turn into some random animal, and then that animal, they're going to find out it's you because you're going to roll like a 6 or something. I absolutely guarantee it. And they're going to
So-
purge that animal from existence for fear of you.
There was a part of the shapeshifting rules that I did not realize until the end of until the end of the last session. I have to have some sort of distinctive markings that always display between my humanoid form and my animal form. So I think
Massive erection. Got you covered, Justin.
oh no.
I think we need to rethink what the narwhal looked like then.
That's what I first thought. I was thinking of like just like a leaf or something that's like on my like neck or something.
Or
Elven.
massive erection, you know.
What else are not that kind of wood? All right.
Maybe yours
Special.
isn't. But now that's canon for the rest of Elfkind.
Nope, that's introducing bestiality, and that has gone too far.
All right, what do we...
This isn't that kind of game, Sean.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. We're family friendly currently. Until we get to the gnome massacre.
Hope you didn't want to be monetized.
Yeah, I don't think we made
That was
it.
never going to happen.
I don't think we made it the family-friendly.
This game brought
After
to
the
you
first
by
session.
Foster's Beer.
Brought
For
to you by
children.
Braid Shadow Legends.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Where's our? Yeah, I'm looking for something.
You don't
Scott,
need-
where's that group message? How do I see that?
Okay, are you in the desktop app?
No.
So on the very left side, at the very top, click on the home button.
Yep, click
Post
that.
a message and tag him. It'll...
So you should see. I don't know how far down it is, but you should see it at. I mean, I don't know how many
Got it.
messages you've got, but not like we've talked in there.
Okay, got it. Yep. Okay, cool.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
We were talking about you, Sean. I wanted to see what the last thing we said was.
Excellent. Hopefully I'm a dirty whore or something. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, what did y'all do? Y'all convinced the town guards to let you in after abducting some children, squishing one into a pulp, and then reforming his body with magic.
That wasn't me.
I remember this. The first successful lay on hands. They didn't do damage.
And you're in town now, and I think there was discussion about, I think Numia is not Numia. What is Killian? Killian is following
Killian.
children to the medical facility, and we've got Goofy Bear and our wizard and paladin heading to. Did you want to go to the Papers place or the inn? You had,
yeah.
you
We
had a
needed-
couple
We
ideas.
needed to get a backup copy of our papers.
Okay. All right.
I think that's.
As you walk down, like you saw the sign at the front of town that showed all the directions on all the places you could go, so you know where it's at. You find yourself in a reception area with a gnome, an older gnome with white hair, glasses, and she says, "Yes, yes. What can we do you for?"
Well, I guess
Right, partner.
Brett's not joining us.
Yeah. This is pretty critical to what we're doing. I guess. Hey, Sean, can you go take a potty break real quick? We need to plan something.
I'm not.
You
gonna,
have to pee,
I'm not going to cause your plan to fail, but
we don't want you to cause it to succeed either. We don't need undue help.
I'm not going to help. I am a neutral party. I roll the dice and then I decide that you fail. But if
Everybody in character is like kind of panicking and not knowing what to do, right?
Well, I think we have an idea.
I give y'all 5
We
minutes.
still-
Okay.
This is me taking off my headphones and leaving them behind.
Shit. Okay, so the main plan hinges around a bar that's not around. How do we continue with this plan? Do we just do like
We do a
Our act?
variety show.
Bake it.
we
I
do
mean-
our own version of Whose Line Is It Anyways, but make it incredibly awkward?
Well, we have a
And a
bear right now.
Incredibly
Right, yeah.
offensive.
Can
The
you,
aristocrats.
can you shapeshift into the form of Wayland? Wayland.
No,
Oh.
unless he is an animal and lives in the forest or the Arctic, ain't gonna happen.
Arguably, humans are animals.
It has to be a creature
And
from.
they live in the Arctic.
Okay. So, all right, let's think. Wait, a forest animal? So you could do like a. Isn't there? Oh, what the hell are they called? You know, the sirens in the water. Isn't there a forest version of those?
A manatee?
No, a nymph.
No, an actual like siren that
Oh, a
tricks
dryad?
sailors, like for real. Because those are creatures. Those are forest creatures.
Is it a selkie? Is that what it's called? No,
I-
selkie's water. I don't know.
I mean, okay. So we have to come up with a variety show. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I can do stuff with like prestidigitation and all that. So
Okay, so you'll be the main act. I'll be your manager. And Justin, you're going to help out by shape-shifting into shit. He can throw a blanket onto you and maybe you can turn
no.
into
Here's
different-
no. You need to do like an animal act. He can stay as a bear or turn into any other creature, and we can get like hoops and stuff, and you can make him do trick like you know. You can talk to him because he can hear you, but you can say stuff like, you know, all right, on one leg, and he stands up and gets on one leg and everything.
Well, okay, can you guys do the stage thing? What I want to do is not be on stage and like do some sort of supporting role in
Okay.
case Jeff needs help. If all three of us are on stage and something goes wrong with Jeff, he's
Yeah.
got no support.
That's true.
Does that sound reasonable, Jeff? Oh shit! I lost his. I need to refresh. I just lost his video.
Jeff is frozen with a creepy smile on his face.
He's just black on my. So okay. All right, so you guys can handle the variety show. We need some setup time, so I can help you guys build stages and
Right.
talk to some townsfolk. Variety show, and then we execute the plan.
How long can I
Okay.
hold this? I have to look and see how long I can hold this.
Okay.
Okay, there isn't a time like I can just stay into bear form.
So
So
if you try to change forms, you could fail and turn into a person.
so I'm holding two, so I could do two like actions as the bear, which I haven't used yet, or I can dump all my remaining actions to come back into my shapeshift form, and then I'd have to re-roll for the next form and risk only being able to do one or two things. It's more for combat,
Nope. Oh
but
god. And we've lost Jeff.
I don't like how Sean's like camera is moving on its own. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but it was like auto adjusting.
Okay. I didn't mean to derail us, but we had to like change the plan significantly.
Yeah, everything hinged on a bard, and we are his side act.
Okay, we have the magician and the bear. I can try to work security or something like that.
Yeah.
And okay, so what do we need to do?
Well,
we
we're
need-
not. We're just in a little town, so we just need to
Just do an impressive show, right?
just do an impressive show, and
We
then
could-
maybe like, go ahead, Justin.
We can use like persuasion or try to convince him that he went directly to the castle, and we are here to kind of promote his main show at the castle. So
Oh.
to get us lodging, we do our shit
that.
here, and then we have them point us in the direction of the castle so we can meet with him, and then maybe have them follow us, or at least like be like, yeah, we'll walk you there safely, or something, and try to get them
Well-
to.
Let's just go generic. Let's go with variety show. And well, okay, we can use one of you guys as the famous person, right? Scott, do you wanna be the
Bungo the dancing bear.
You guys, okay, you
Can I
guys
come
come up
back
with it.
now?
We got it. We got it. We got
And
it.
that's the fourth time
Okay.
I got herpes.
Dude, you really need to get that checked out. By the way, make a call to the doctor tomorrow and see what.
It's just I'm embarrassed. It's too scabby, you know.
Look, the doctor is not going to judge you on it. You need to take this really seriously and get it looked at before it gets too bad.
I just say cleanse with fire, but you know.
So if
That's just
y'all
how you
aren't
lose
done
pubes.
talking, you can keep bullshitting, and I'll go back to the stream, rewind
No,
it
we
5
got it.
minutes, and watch it so I can be caught up on the plan.
Nah, that's fine.
We have a plan. I can't see Jeff.
Glossy
Can
died.
you guys? Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
are you on?
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet crapped out for a second.
Okay, weird. I can't
Right in
see
the
your
middle of
video.
the planning session.
Like that.
And
This is a him problem. Oh,
ooh, I want to try.
everyone disconnect and reconnect because it's the cool kids thing.
Well,
No,
I'm
I'm going to rebel against this.
I just couldn't see Justin, and now I can't see Justin. Oh god.
Oh, it's because I forgot to turn it back on when Lee had left.
Okay. All right.
What can I do for you? What can we do for you? What can I do you for?
Hi there. Our papers seem to have been lost, and we're here to get some replacements for our world famous variety show.
World
and
famous.
my partner here will
Who-
tell you the name.
Go ahead. Tell me the name of your group.
Gonna
We're the-
elbow you a little bit.
We're the. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of us. We haven't really made a name of ourselves around here in the Gnome Kingdom yet.
said
We've
you
been
were
kinda-
global-
I'm gonna
Globally
cut
known.
you off. World famous.
He said world famous.
famous.
I'm sure
Well,
I've heard
world
of you.
famous selectively, right?
So I'm sure I've heard of you. Just tell me your name so I have something to put on the paperwork.
I'm just gonna like
We
keep
are-
waving my arms. World famous.
World
World
famous.
famous.
World famous.
Is that your name? World
We're-
famous.
We're the traveling troupe that many know as
World famous.
the Amazing Blue Stars.
World famous.
Amazing Blue Star. I haven't heard of you. You must be nothing.
And Bongo the Dancing Bear. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Do you ha-
Bongo, it's great. I mean, look, our bear friend here, Bongo. Bongo, can you get up on your hind legs for me?
Dance!
I glare at you for like clapping at me, and then I kind of like shimmy a bit, and then I act like I'm unstable, and then I just get up and then get back down.
That's
And
enough.
then
That's enough. We charge for this.
Okay,
Stop.
so
Thank you.
so you need for your group and your pet dog.
Oh, that'll be 2 gold, by the way. These shows aren't free.
Neither is your
Oh
papers.
no! Don't do that to him.
Oh, fine. Fine.
All
Give an
right.
exchange.
All right. So you
got a
need
free show.
so
Can
you need
replace
papers
something?
for 2 and a pet. Is he?
Yes.
He's a licensed pet or support animal or something. What is? I guess. What can I put for the paperwork?
He's licensed.
Licensed
He's an
what?
emotional magic support animal.
Magic. We do not allow magic in the Gnome Kingdom.
He's not magic.
That was
He's a
in
bear.
quotes.
Oh, I see.
Part of the
Should've-
show.
should've-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's.
I mean,
tricks.
when we do our show, that's how we present him. We say he's a magical bear. You know.
Okay, well, don't be
Magic.
too. Maybe rethink that wording. You'll be executed on sight for magic.
Non-magic in quotes.
Okay, well,
World famous.
let me hold on one moment. She pulls out a square piece of stone, and it's about 2 inches tall. It has a rune etched into it. She slides it out to you and says, "Okay, I need you to hold your hand on this rune pact, and we will say the oath, and then it will print out your papers."
As their
I
manager,
kind of like
this is my
shoulder.
obligation.
I kind of like shoulder the both of you and kind of sway my head back and forth, like, no, don't.
In it to win it, baby, and I just stick my hand on it.
Okay, well, there's only room for one hand, so if you're gonna go first, you're gonna go first.
You are the manager after all.
I am.
All right. She says,
You're already taking 60% of the pay, so it's I got to split the other 40 between me and Bongo here.
It's actually 65 because of the poop cleaning up. The bear's waist was a little bit larger than we thought it would be. Anyway, details.
All right, hold your hand and repeat after me. On the rune, put your hand down on it, and as you do it,
Hand on the rune, down on
it
it.
glows through. You can see the light through your fingers. World famous. And she says, "Repeat after me. I solemnly swear."
Repeat after me. I solemnly swear.
You don't say that part. Just say, "I
Do not
solemnly
say
swear."
that part. Just say, I solemnly
She reaches
swear.
across the table and her desk and throws a pin at your face.
I'm going to try to catch the pen. Screw this.
Okay, you
Do I
catch
need
the
to
pin.
roll? Ha ha!
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will not use magic upon pain of death,
that I will not use magic upon pain of death.
and that's pretty much it. Magic is outlawed in the Gnome Kingdom.
That's pretty much it. Magic is outlawed in the Gnome Kingdom.
And then she smashes your hand against the rock, and you feel yourself. You feel dim, like you had a light switch that, when flicked off, turned off your magic. All right, you're next.
Oh no, it's just one. I'm the manager.
No, I need papers for everyone
No, it's just one.
except for the dog.
That was the agreement we had.
I put my hand on the tablet, and I kind of like start doing that cat thing, where I start trying to like knock it off the thing to break it, like immediately, and just like.
I'm gonna swat your hand away and swat the tablet onto the ground really hard. Stop it!
Oh, why would you do that? Now we can't. Now we can't print your friend's papers.
Well,
Don't worry. I've got another one in the back. I'll go get it. And she disappears into the back room.
I shift out of bear form.
oh my god.
Whatever you do not trust rune pacts.
Turn back into a bear. What are you doing?
No, you gotta listen to me. You cannot do rune pacts that are very bad. My clan does not do that kind of thing. You gotta. Can't do them.
Avril, can you turn yourself invisible really quick?
It's kind of too late for that. We should just.
Go start setting up. I'll deal with her in the papers.
You
I'm gonna shift back into being a bear.
roll shapeshift.
Here's where it fails.
What happens if you? Oh, just all right. Go ahead and mark XP.
Oh, for fuck's sake, did it fail?
Yeah, but I still shapeshift, but
You
I only
still-
can do one action.
In addition to whatever the GM says.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm a massive erection.
No, I think she. I think the reception lady comes out, and you're halfway through transformation, and she sees you transform, Animorph style, halfway there, before you turn into a bear, and her mouth goes agape. What in the living hell was that?
Can I, knock
look at
her
her.
out?
I
Can
look at her.
like, knock her over the head?
He's a bear from the far, far north. You've never seen this?
Meow.
Exotic, very, very exotic.
Okay, so you're gonna tell her that and try to make that work. That's
Yes.
what? And Chris, you're not gonna hit her.
Oh, I'm gonna concuss her if we fail on the persuasion. If she does anything other than say, yes, I agree.
This feels like Defy Danger with charisma. You are trying to convince.
For me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to support, like, roll a help by
How?
saying world famous. World famous.
Okay, sure, why
My
not?
fingers.
I'm fine with that. What does help out do? Oh, aid and interfere. You can give them +1 or -2.
Aid or aid.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
if you roll,
yeah!
oh, if you had rolled a 6, it'd be -2 no matter what.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it just +1?
Yeah.
That's a 6. She reaches under her desk, and as she reaches her hand out and pulls it back, she appears to have a shotgun in her hand, and she's leveling it
God. Oh, God.
at the bear.
I'm gonna concuss her. Just gonna hit her in the head.
Pongo, run!
Go run, Pongo, run!
Oh my god, it talks! And then you smack her. Go ahead and hack and slash.
Okay, that's fine.
How much damage do you do?
Way more than she can handle. I'm going non-lethal. I didn't fail, so she's not gonna die. I'm just gonna knock the hell out of her, and then tell her that she was imagining things, and just have the bear sitting there waiting and tell her she
So
fainted.
you just want to you said you wanted to hit her.
Oh yeah, I'm hitting
So
her,
roll,
but she's a gnome.
roll your damage dice.
Oh god. Oh wait, what did I do? Did I do hack and slash?
You did.
Well, I just wanted to like punch her. I guess I could hit her with the hilt of my sword. Where do I see damage?
You have a damage dice with like the top left of your character sheet or something.
I see main, look, armor. Oh god.
What is
How do I
your-
roll that, or do I
what is-
just do
oh, you
slash
have a
roll?
D10? How much health do gnomes have?
Yes! 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 There's no way I killed her. No way.
There's no way you killed her. As you swat her and her shotgun blast goes off, take 3 damage.
I'm armored, you fool.
Don't worry, I non-aggressively snap her neck.
What?
Wait, are you killing her?
As you bounce her head off of the desk, she comes back a little bleary-eyed, and you reach over and snap her neck.
Yeah,
I mean, she's dazed, so yes,
this is the only
absolutely.
action I can do as a bear. So with my bare arms, with my bare hands, I'm going to snap her neck.
With your giant bear paws, they're so big they just engulf her head, and you just
Flex
turn.
a little.
You just flex a little bit.
Why did I go through all of this?
You don't have to roll hack and slash for a bear
Oh, okay.
breaking the neck of a gnome,
Okay.
especially in this situation. She's dead.
Oh my god. Wait, but I have the paper she gave me, right?
You
Because I
have
did the
you have
research.
the papers for you. It's on the papers themselves. It printed out. The papers are basically a what looks like a laminated face badge card, and it has your face and pea sprout written over the top of it. And it has a hole for where a lanyard could go if you had one of those.
Does
like-
Avril, I'm gonna shake it. Does invisibility work on dead bodies?
Works on anything I touch.
Turn this body invisible, please.
Wait. I think we can salvage this.
Damn it, bear!
He's not
Are
a
you
bear
gonna-
anymore. He only had one
you-
hold.
Are you gonna eat it?
I'm still calling him a bear.
Like I'm shifting back Animorph style, and I think if we blame the bear and then we say that the bear ran off, maybe we can get away with it. But
How are we gonna deal with 2 more people now? Because Pea Sprout here has a pass, but we don't.
well, we can use this as a reason why we don't have a pass. Is hey, as we were trying to get our paperwork, she ticked off the bear and it snapped its neck and ran off, and we tried to stop it, and we have to go warn the castle about it or something.
But they're gonna try to get us to Rune Pact like the one we just killed.
No, you're saying turn ourselves in because our bear murdered one of their people. Sweet baby.
You hit her. I thought we were just finishing the job. I mean, like, magic's chill, dude. Like,
This is why you're the dancing bear. Who's supposed to dance? Oh, Jesus.
Chakabra. Like,
Okay.
hello. I went from like
I'm gonna
New
pick
York
up-
taxi driver to like Cali, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the tablet. Is it obvious how to create paperwork?
It's broken. You knocked it off the table and it shattered.
But she
brought
did
it
say
back,
there
though.
was another one in the back.
She did.
So there's another one in this office. Let's go find it.
Can we just loot for it?
I
Is
mean,
this a-
you can jump into her space where the dead body is and discern
I'm gonna loot her
realities.
body. I want to loot her body. Damn it! All right.
I only stepped away for a second. We're already at dead bodies.
Our dancing bear seems to have murdered someone.
It was supposed to be a love tap.
You've already rolled a 4, Pea Sprout.
Oh, didn't update. My bad. So I get the combination of those. I rolled a 13, Sean. What do I get?
You cannot discern any answers. Oh, I love that effect. As you
wanted to loot
as
the
you
body.
looked as you go to search her body for it, you can see another cracked plate of a rune pact on the floor. She appears to have dropped it when she went for the shotgun.
Does it work? I'm gonna
It's-
pick it up.
It's broken in multiple places. It's cracked in a similar form as the other one is.
You wizard, can you fix this? Magic it, please.
I don't have anything that can do that. Maybe I
I
do.
can
Pull out my
try.
sword.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything that can like heal broken items. That is a spell in D&D, but not here apparently.
Hand it to me. I'll try to fix it.
Oh God.
I throw it out the window. Magic.
The window shatters as it goes flying out the window, and you hear it thud against someone on the outside. They go, "Whoa!"
Help! Robbery! Help!
Oh my god. I'm gonna go into the back room.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see a bunch of shelves and filing cabinets, and a pile of rune pact stones.
All right. I'm gonna pick one of these up. Is it obvious how to use it?
It is not obvious how to use it.
Oh god. I'm gonna search for an instruction manual. Surely there's
Go ahead and discern realities. You did mark XP for the last one, right?
Oh Jesus, I forgot to do. Oh, I forgot to put my move. I'll do that at the end of this. Okay. This is. Yes.
A 14. All right.
It's all right. Do I have my manual along with my rune?
You have 3
pacifier?
questions you could ask. Or you have a bunch of questions you can ask from the list. You can ask from the list.
What here is useful or valuable to me? Just give me an instruction
The
manual.
rune packs appear to be stacked up next to what appears to be a cardboard binder with laminated pages, which appears to be an instruction binder.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the instruction manual and read it.
It's very heavy. It's filled with many pages.
Isn't there a quick start guide?
In the glossary, you says "get it done quick." The "get it done quick"
Okay.
section.
Right.
As you
go in there.
As you read into it, you learn that you need to first inject a oath into it, and then after an oath has been injected into it magically, it will be active when the wielder and a non-wielder say the oath together, with the non-wielder's hand upon it.
Okay, cool. On my honor, I will use magic whenever I want to. I'm gonna inject it. However,
How do you inject it? It uses the word inject, but this is the quick start section, so it doesn't explain what inject means.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna cut my hand and put blood on the thing. Maybe that works.
You're gonna do a blood pact on the rune pact?
I'm trying here.
You're obviously
Okay,
in a panic. As you cut your finger, blood falls onto it, and nothing happens. You also have
Okay,
2 more
excuse me.
questions from Discern Realities.
Oh, God. Okay, I want to use what here is useful to me and go to the index in the back of the manual and find out how to inject an oath.
Okay. You get to you went to the glossary, to the index, to the blah, blah, blah. You end up in the injection section, and it describes very complex magical spells that need to take place in order to reset the rune pact with an oath. But the spells
Okay.
are written on there and explain how to perform them.
Well, this sucks because I'm 99% sure I can't do it because I can't use magic. Oh, wait, the tablet's broken.
That's strange.
Yeah.
You don't feel different even after the tablet broke.
Oh, Davril, I need your help.
What's up?
Come in here.
Okay, I go in there.
I'm going to hold the manual, read this, and cast it on this thing, please.
Sure.
What's your pages per minute, Davril?
I have pages per minute.
Yeah, how fast can you read?
100 pages per second.
Well, this is gonna be a long fucking manual then, because
Now, is there a real thing in Dungeon World for pages per minute?
no.
Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck kind of stat is that?
Well, if you read the manual, it'd be in the index.
You would know. Oh, my.
Reading
How many pages is the manual?
pages? Couldn't tell you. I don't know how many pages a manual is. I can tell you that the spell itself that you want
Jesus
you
Christ,
to.
you worked QA. You know exactly how big manuals are. I know how big manuals are. I write them.
Oh, let me. Am QA, have done QA before. I know that there's no manuals and no documentation fucking ever. The
Yeah,
only
we write
guy
a lot
that
of
knows.
documentation.
As a technical writer, I can tell you that most easy to read technical documentation can be done in 20 pages or less.
You
Yeah,
have to
checkmate.
fucking tell my developers that.
Checkmate, atheist.
So anyway, back to this fucking manual.
It's going to take him 15
that I
minutes to
need
cast that spell.
15?
Yep. You have one more question.
Got it. All right, Bear Man, transform now.
That's not a question.
Oh no, I'm telling Bear Man
Into what?
into a bear.
But the bear just murdered someone.
Nobody
How?
knows that except us. Right now, there's just this dead lady that I've kind of crammed behind the counter because I'm losing my shit right now.
I don't. Can I? All right, I'm gonna
I'm gonna start
shapeshift into.
poking you. I'm gonna poke you.
You're making
Go back
him pick
to
a
being-
new voice again.
Oh,
Ooh,
hello
three.
there. Are you happy now?
Yep, we're going outside in front of this place, and you're putting on an impromptu performance.
So you
That's what we're gonna do.
So you are doing your question, or you're not? You've
Okay.
discerned realities in this building specifically, so the context matters.
Okay. Well, I want to take a couple of these oath maker thingies,
Okay,
paper makers.
that makes sense. As a paladin who is probably all about his oath, you could probably do terrible things with this.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna cram a bunch of these in my backpack. And last question.
You can carry 2d6 of them. I just make up these dice rolls to make it harder on you. Jesus fucking Christ, why do you need 8 of them?
I don't know, but that's how many I'm taking.
I was hoping for 2.
How big
Okay.
are these tablets? Are they like iPad Max size?
They're like coasters.
Okay.
They're tiny. Okay.
Those part.
Okay, last question. What else do we need? Can we cut to... Okay, I'm going to decide on the last question. Can we cut to... Not Gideon. What the fuck is...
Killian?
Killian.
Killian, that's it. God, why do I keep...
You want to cut to Killian?
Yes, because I need a second to think.
Okay.
At that moment, we wanted to check in on Killian.
We do
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
we do a mystery van, or what is it? Is it the mystery van? The spinning mystery van, in and out with Scooby Doo.
Mystery Machine.
Mystery
let's
machine.
do the Batman logo that spins up.
Yeah, that's good too. And we're back at Killian, who has just threatened to murder 2 gnome children in the hospital.
Hello.
Is that what happened?
Well, that's what we're about to find out.
You made
So
threats.
Am I in the hospital right now with the children?
You are.
I need a
Yes.
visual setting, Sean. You're not doing a good job. Where is he?
What does the gnome hospital look like?
It's a
what I
small,
do.
it's a 2-story urgent care looking facility. You're in what looks to be a patient room with a couple of cots because gnomes are small and more than one gnome can fit in a patient room. The officer, the guard who escorted them has left. And as he did, I guess you followed in behind. They're both sitting in what appear to be like stretcher beds in little blue gowns, and you've just threatened to kill them if they say anything. And they're crying now.
Sounds about right.
Yes. There's a window that overlooks the square.
Well, I'm invisible, presumably for a long time, so I'm just gonna chill in the room. I'm picking up items and just kind of moving them around so they know I'm still there. And, like, make clanging noises over on the side. It's like a poltergeist activity right now.
They've pulled the bed sheets up, and they're just, you can see their eyes peeking out and nothing else. And every time something moves or sound makes, they violently shudder.
Killian starts to feel bad about his actions, so he's going to reassure them that as long as they don't say anything, don't worry, little fellas.
Where do you
It's gonna
say
be
that
okay.
from?
Right beside them.
Oh no.
They both jump and fall out of the little gurney things and hit the ground, and you hear them scurrying beneath you.
So they're beneath me now.
Yes, but they were beneath you anyway, So they're children.
Like I said, I'm trying to reassure them at this point.
You did not succeed.
I want to reassure them that I'm a creepy man. Get in the van.
Is there a closet in this room?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna just go walk over to the closet and open the door and close it.
Okay. As you do that, you see them peek out and hop back up on the gurneys and and just hide under the blankets.
Okay. I'm gonna be very quiet.
You're just gonna sit in there and be very quiet.
Yep, until the police officer comes back.
Okay. The guard returns, and he's got a pen and paper, and he starts questioning, or he sits down in between the two and starts asking questions about what happened to them. Do you have anything immediately before he starts asking these questions?
So I guess there's a small table in the room with maybe just some item on it, maybe like a pen and paper or something. I'm gonna push the pen off.
The pen falls to the table, and the guard looks over at it. He's like, "Huh, that's strange," and he goes over and picks it up, puts it back on the table, and then he pulls his seat back up in between the two gurneys and asks the children, "All right, explain what has happened that led to you being in the, I don't know, it looks like you're an inflated pancake." And the little boy burst into tears. Do you do anything?
No,
You just
my
gonna-
whole goal of being in this room right now is to make sure that they don't give up the whole gig. So I'm just quietly monitoring from the corner.
The little girl starts saying, He was squished by a person. They fell on him. They're gonna kill us. We're gonna die."
A knife appears in the neck of the police officer.
And blood squirts all over you. I think when you make contact with someone, it deactivates invisible.
Nope.
Can I see invisible?
Yes, attack them.
He stabbed him with
Or-
a knife.
Wait. Did you seriously?
Isn't that what I'm supposed to do?
Well,
All right,
Wait, what-
fine. No.
no, you've already done it. You've already done it, man.
Ship sailed, man.
He's committed that murder.
Yeah, if he makes any type of attack, invisibility will drop.
Is that the case? Okay.
Yep.
The boy screams at your sudden appearance.
But Killian didn't know that, and I probably should have said that, but I didn't.
And you feel blood splatter all over you, Killian, as his neck turns into a small geyser. And the boy and the tiny boy and tiny girl are now screaming at the top of their lungs.
Are we in the second story or the first story?
Second story. Out the window? Out the window?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're going to draw more attention to yourself by leaping out of the window and breaking the glass?
Well, you've kind of backed me into a corner here.
You didn't have to kill him.
Well, I could have just let the children just blab.
You could have.
All right.
Are you going to kill the children? They're witnesses.
Oh God. Oh God.
They could blab some more.
I think I have a poison that would work on them.
What is your poison typically rated for? Like
Like a sleeping poison?
like size and weight of a person. Because if this is like a normal person poison, it's like giving a normal person like an elephant tranquilizer. That doesn't feel wrong.
I am a poison master. I think I'd be able to apply the poison in a manner that would kill the children.
Okay. As long as you're not doing it all willy-nilly and, smashing it on their mouths or something.
I'm trying to find my poisons. Hold on.
These poor children. Just see
Well,
this.
I told them what would happen.
They are children. Have you tried to convince a small child to do what you want it to do?
Yeah, but they're also magic casting children. I guess I expected more of them. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
you-
I've got this. I've got the sleep poison. That's a touch poison, so I'm just going to dust them.
It's like a bag of pixie dust kind of thing, and you just toss it in their faces and they go to sleep.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Probably should have just done that to start with.
They both conk out immediately.
In retrospect,
But the screaming did the screaming did gather some attention, and you hear some heavy footfalls coming towards the room.
heavy for gnomes.
Heavy for gnomes.
Is there a lock on the door?
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna lock the door.
All right.
roll for dexterity.
I mean,
That
you
feels
don't.
like a
You
Sean
can, you
thing.
can definitely lock a door.
No.
There's no roll. You don't roll a dice to lock a door. You turn a key.
Your fingers tangle as you go to try and lock the door. Your knuckles explode.
Oopsie doodle.
As you do that, you turn the metal mechanism and it flips into place, and you feel the thud of people running into the door, and you see the face of a large gnome in military garb outside of the small column rectangular window.
Can he see in?
He can.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna plant the dagger on one of the children and try to go out the window, but I guess that's
I
not
mean,
gonna work.
do you want to dodge out of the way so he doesn't see you? So you can
Yeah,
do
that would be
this?
good. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Are you just gonna dodge? Are you gonna smoke bomb or?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just gonna dodge out of the way.
All right. I think defy danger dexterity. You hear a rattling on the door as someone is inserting a key card to unlock it.
You know, fantasy key cards for a conventional door.
Magic airport.
This is the Time
fantasy
War.
key card.
This is the best setting for any kind of technology bullshit I want to throw into Fantasyland.
That's true.
And the door is coming open. Go ahead, mark XP.
Well, I guess I'll stand behind the door then. Does it open inward?
Yes. So
All
you're
right,
gonna
I'll stand.
you're gonna plant
Yeah.
yourself behind the door and try to hide behind it.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and kill everyone that comes into the room.
All you want to do it one at a time as they come in, or you want to wait until they're all in and then try to shank them one at a time.
Is there anywhere for me to hide? Is there any action that I can take at this point that will lead to me not killing everyone that comes into the room?
Well, I can describe the room for you. See if we can give you some options.
Okay.
This is a room with multiple gurneys where people would sleep. There was a closet that you were nearby. There is a fold-out couch for visitors. All the hospitals I've ever been in have those tiles in the ceiling, so you could probably move one of those ceiling tiles out of the way, slip into the attic or the crawl space if you wanted to. You could wait until they're all in and maybe try to dip out behind them without them noticing you. You could execute every single one of them. They are gnomes. You're probably more than capable. I mean,
Spots of destruction as you leave the room.
this is a hospital room. I think you might be able to describe it better than me, honestly.
Oh no, yeah, I was picturing a Piedmont.
I was picturing which one is it? The Kennesaw one.
And
Well, I can vision that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I only know the maternity ward.
Do I have enough time before they bust in to go pop the window open and then scurry up into the ceiling tile?
You want to pop the window open or go in the ceiling?
Both.
You want to pop the window open and then scurry to the ceiling to
That's clever. That's
to make
really
it look
clever.
like you ducked out the window?
Yeah. Let's do that.
I'm loving it.
I feel like this is a defy danger with dexterity. How are you going to do that? You're going to dash and push or throw your knife at the window or something?
I'll just I'll take whatever heavy object is around and just lob it at the window to see if I can break it.
Oh, you want to break the window?
Yeah.
You could throw you could throw the chair the officer was sitting in.
Okay.
Or
I'll
the
toss
officer.
the chair. Oh yeah, that's a good point. No, I don't want to toss the body out into the street.
That's just unethical, all things
Right.
considered.
Right. Don't want to desecrate a corpse.
Hold on. Gideon doesn't want to desecrate a corpse?
The lighting in this room is fairly good.
Yeah, and he almost died the last time he was in an emergency room. Remember? He was trapped in a jar and someone tried to kill him.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
All right, go ahead and roll defy. Oh, you already did. No, wait, that was the last one. Roll defy danger dexterity to chuck it and then climb into the ceiling. You chuck the chair.
Yeah, the chair.
Okay. You toss the chair at the window, and before it even hits the wall or hits the window, you're already up in the ceiling, but you hear the chair bounce off the window.
Good enough.
Second story windows in hospitals appear to be bulletproof.
Hey, Sean, quick question. On the details section, this was a strength check, right?
This is dexterity. You can
Dexterity?
You can defy
Hey,
danger
Jeff.
with anything.
Do you have a modifier? Is your dexterity 0 or 1 or 2?
He's got 2.
2.
Oh, so that's actually, I mean, it's still, it's bad, but I think
No,
it's a
no.
9.
It's a 6.
Oh, it's a 2d6 plus 2. It's in there.
Oh, okay.
You got a 1, a 4, plus 2.
Gotcha.
I appreciate it though. But no, it was just a shitty roll.
It's still, well, it's not a 6, you know?
So you're in the ceiling.
Time to book it.
You're just gonna sprint through the ducts or the crawl space. You probably have to crawl.
As quietly as possible.
All right. As you do that, you see a light up ahead. The crawl space is mostly dark, except in the middle of the room. It looks like they didn't close up the area where the reception area or the nurse's station on the second floor is. It just sort of opens up to that area. So that is the only light. Say your room was in the middle of the building, or sorry, like on a corner of the building, and if you look directly toward the center, you can see the light of where the nurse's station would be, and it's dark everywhere else. Where would you go?
So the only visible path I can see is the nurse's station.
That's the only visible thing you know that is there. There's obviously other rooms below other tiles, but you would have to lift up the tiles to see.
Would I be able to discreetly do that if I use my dagger? Just to
Just
prop
like
it up, just enough to take a peek.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, I'm going to go around and check some of the other tiles just to see if I can find somewhere other than the nurse's station to pop out of.
Sure.
Maybe like a closet or something.
The first one you pop is a bathroom, and actually you pop a couple of different rooms. You pop a bathroom, you pop a closet, and you pop another hospital room.
I think I'll go with the bathroom.
Bathroom. All right. As you plop down into the bathroom, it's a multi-stalled bathroom. All of the stalls appear to be empty currently, but someone is washing their hands. And you are out of their line of sight. And they didn't hear you come down.
Well, then I'm going to sneak into one of the stalls.
All right. You going to let it rip?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
All right. The guy washing his head, washing his hands, says, "All right, I'm getting out of here," as you make obnoxious fart sounds. That's what I meant by letting it rip.
I'm coughing and gagging and making all sorts of racket.
I thought he was playing Beyblade in the toilet.
You did it. You made such awful noises. You made someone question their politics.
As he runs out, you've got the bathroom to yourself, but you hear him looking down the hallway at where you came from as some officers, or you hear heavy footsteps coming in this direction. Not necessarily the bathroom, but down the hallway. Did we lose you?
I guess that means it's time to hop up on the toilet and close the door. I'm going to duck out and close several of the doors.
Okay. Well, as you're closing the doors and you've got yourself stationed up, you hear the heavy footsteps, and it appears that they stop as a group outside the bathroom, and then you hear two run off in the distance, while another one has stopped here, and you can hear that he is leaning up against the wall.
Like outside of the bathroom?
Yes. It's almost as if they're taking up guard posts.
Well, I guess it's back up into the ceiling then.
He's only behind some sheetrock. You could probably stab him through the neck.
Oh, well, since you put it that way.
If you're going to push him in a direction, Sean,
I mean, it sounds like that's what you're doing.
They've never seen him, right? And he has a witness who can verify he was shitting in the bathroom.
Well, I am kind of out of place being a halfling in gnome territory. It's not like I'm going to walk past him and they're going to be like, oh, hi, halfling.
You must not be guilty of the person or of the murder in the room down the hall.
Right, I'm not out of place at all here in this gnome city.
I don't know. Just saying.
I'm not saying you have to murder someone, but if you want to, I'm here for you.
Durian.
I mean, I do like this idea. I've got the sword, although it says it's broken. I guess I never fixed that, huh?
Oh, your rapier.
Yeah, because I could just poke him right through the wall with that. But if it's
a
broken
boomerang right now.
You could like hack through the wall with the boomerang.
Throw it around the corner.
I could use my bow and just like
Shoot an arrow.
shoot the arrow through the wall. I'm gonna do that. Why not? And then back up into the ceiling tiles.
Excellent. Roll volley.
Oh, shit. Get that XP, Jeff.
The arrow pierces the wall, and you hear a gasp as the guard yells out, "He's in the bathroom!"
Back up into the tiles.
And he comes barging in. You're already back up in the tiles?
Yes, I am.
All right. You hear the pitter patter of heavy footfall coming into the bathroom as you slide the tile into place. What do you do? Ready to go. Must bring him in for murder. And they poison the children.
Yeah, they're probably in comas. I didn't kill them, but it was a lot of poison.
Potent shit, right? So what do you do?
Off to the nurse's station, I guess.
You can peek around some more if you want.
Okay, I'll peek around some more.
Do you or you go into the patient room or the closet? As you peek around, you find the hallway with the where the elevators are. Next to them is a flight of stairs. You find another patient's room, and you find the women's bathroom.
Let's go back to the first room where the children are.
Okay. You pop back down into the children's room. They appear to be asleep. The door is wide open. The gnome that you killed, he has been placed on a gurney next to the children.
Do the windows open?
Yes. You see they have a locking mechanism. You could pop it and probably open the window.
Okay, out the window.
All right. You pop it, and it's 2-story drop. You're pretty. You could do a 2-story drop, right? I feel like you're a little springy.
Yeah, I got like some parkour stuff. I'll like break into a roll as I hit the ground.
All right. You fall to the. You land gracefully to the ground, and you find yourself in town square. It appears to be bustling with lots of gnomes, but a smattering of other races, dwarves and elves. And there are a few very tall, old-looking men with beards and wizard hats as well.
Okay, I'm going to pull up my cowl. I'm going to slip into the crowd.
Excellent. As you slip into the crowd away from the hospital, as you do, you can hear alarms going off in the hospital as chaos is ensued, and a full-scale search is starting to take place.
I guess that could have gone worse. I'm going to make my way back over to the party.
Well, Maisie, you only killed one person. So
Yeah, well.
proud of you.
And potentially, put 2 gnome children into a coma, but...
Your murderous tendencies have stayed tempered.
Let's cut back to Pea Sprout and Loose Leaf and Davril and find out what the fuck they're gonna do.
Well, we should have a working paper tablet now, right?
Probably. But you had one more question, and we weren't really cutting time-wise. Like, stuff is happening. You have a question to ask. This question's going to determine if you find out if something's going to happen or not.
What is about to happen?
You hear some troops running up next to the building, and they help up, or you hear someone being helped up, and he's like, "Somebody threw a rock in my head. It came out that window." And he's talking in slurs.
All right, guys, what do we do? Except for you, Bear. You shut up.
Yeah. So we have one of the tablets. We don't know how it works.
I have the instruction manual right here.
Know exactly how it works.
So
Yeah.
we do know how it works.
Yes. I read the other pieces. You just had to do the incantation.
Does the badge you have say what you swear it on, or is it generic? I passed and here's my... I did good, because if we could just make any vow and it prints out a badge, then we're good?
As I peer at my badge, what does it look like?
Well, it says Gnome Kingdom at the top, and it's got a picture of your face and your first and last name.
You know, we still do have those reduced potions.
I can make a vow that's like, I won't eat tuna fish on a Wednesday while inside the Gnome Kingdom, and it should print out something.
Makes sense.
You want to give it a try?
Hold on, Davril.
Roy, I'll
What were
figure
you
out this
saying
rule.
about?
Or figure out what you're doing. I think my dog needs to go out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So Davril, what the hell do you want to do with the Minify potions?
Can we pour it on the corpse?
I mean, no, we like I drink one and I pose as a gnome. That way you have one, I'm a gnome, we've got the bear, we don't have to worry about anything, right?
But only I know how the tablet works.
Yeah, but I don't want to swear a blood pact and lose my magic.
Well, we're testing
don't-
to see if I swear something stupid.
I'm gonna flip through the manual really fast and say any oath. Any oath. I can make one up.
Yeah, the computer
You
system
don't have to lose your mind.
doesn't know that, what we're swearing on. As long as a pact is made, it probably is like, oh, here we go, and then it prints it out. It's like, you got a badge. And as long as you adhere,
I'm willing to try that as long as my magic doesn't go away. Because if my magic goes away, we're fucked.
I'm swearing not to eat tuna, and we'll see. And if I unshapeshift, then we know. Because you're much more of a heavy hitter than I am. Because I can still use a spear
What the hell do we do with the body? That's what we need to figure
or
out.
the miniature potion.
I can cast invisible on it,
Ooh,
and
Or
we
like-
can,
Okay.
and we can cram it somewhere.
So you want me to drink a potion, pretend to be a gnome on the other side of the counter, you invisify the body, and Bear stands over there with you? Like
Or
you're
we
getting
could,
papers?
do these test out the rune pact device and see if it doesn't seal off magic.
Well, I have a small problem. So I swore one oath. We could do the reverse. I will use magic while within the Gnome Kingdom and see if that fixes it. Or I can use magic while within the Gnome Kingdom. Because right now I can't heal shit. So if anybody's hurt, I can't heal anybody.
I can heal. I have a healing spell.
Yeah, I'd say if we can try it on me and then reverse. Well, it also depends if this goes by like lawyer logic, or if there's something else with the blood pact. I don't know. I've lost all control of my creation at this point.
Well, that's what I was saying. We could just do the reverse, say, I can use magic while within the Gnome Kingdom. And then that'll tell us whether or not it's like lawyer logic, because I have the one that says I can't, I have the one that says I can, and you guys have the one that says you can. Somebody gives you the one you can't, and they cancel out, you can still use magic.
Yeah.
It really depends. I mean, this is a lot of guessing. But in the end, if we just make a simple oath that says you guys can use magic while we're here, it's probably the best option. Because you get IDs and you have no restrictions. We could make I will murder gnomes while in the Gnome Kingdom. That's another option.
Can we use this to make it so someone has to do something for us?
Keep in mind, I have 8 of these things. So if we can figure out how the hell they work, we can do all sorts of shit.
Can we use it like Square, where if they try to hey, just put your hand here and you paid us for our time, and it's like, you're an indentured slave.
That's kind of what I had in mind, actually.
As a lawful good paladin,
Well,
trickery and
I
deceit.
So, because what I was doing was part of the whatever, I got a +1 forward. So I got 9 of them, not 8. So we have a lot. So I think we should just do something positive. I can use magic while within the Gnome Kingdom.
Let's give it a try. And if that doesn't work, then we can try for plan B, which I was thinking you could fake my death as part of a performance. and then I just shapeshift into something small, and then we head to the next town.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we don't have to stick around here.
No, we have no reason to.
Well, our reason here was just to get renown. That's all we wanted to do, was to have
Right.
one successful act that they may have heard about and then go to the new place. Okay, so we have a plan.
You have a plan.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it a
God.
good
Do
one?
we want to try Chris's plan first?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, which plan is that? I think it was Scott's plan. Scott had the good plan. What was your plan, Scott?
I had a plan. I thought I was going off Justin's plan.
Okay,
Well-
you were. Somebody's going to get minified. Have you injected an oath into the tablet or whatever? And
Where did the miniature potion come into like us retrying the root blood oath?
Because someone needed to look like a gnome.
Why did they need to be a no? We're just signing paperwork. I don't have to look like the lawyer to sign lawyer work.
Okay, fine. I'll go on the other side of the counter. I'm just gonna be a big person with this freaking tablet.
And I'm gonna walk up and put my paw on one end.
Okay, repeat after me. Blah blah blah. I can use magic while within the gnome kingdom.
Repeat after me. Blah blah blah. I can use magic while in the gnome kingdom.
I'm gonna smash your hand on the thing, and it's gonna print out a card. Here you go.
And so y'all did inject it with magic.
We did.
All right.
Yes.
Well, the police come bursting in as
Well,
a card is
I've
printed
printed
out.
both of their cards.
We printed both
Police
of their
come
cards.
bursting in.
Yes. A shotgun went off. A rock came flying out. Well, pieces of a tablet came
Shotgun.
flying out the window. And then there was a bear waving at people.
Now, to be fair, I was kind of like, "Roar, roar." I was kind of like, hello, instead of going,
Like when you're at the, it's like when you're at like the zoo or something, and the animals learn to wave at people, so they'll throw like free food at them. So like the seals or the bears will just be like,
Hey,
So the bear threw the rock out the window to wave at someone.
yeah.
Okay, well,
I'll talk to them.
the guards burst in. Crossbows
Hey
aimed.
guys, how's it going?
What's going on?
Oh, just registering some new people to get their
Where's
papers.
Glinda?
ooh,
Oh, I'm the new trainee. She's off. She said she was going on a vacation for a while. Something about her father's sick or something like that.
This sounds like something we should roll for.
Why can't you give me anything? Just the smallest lie. She could be on vacation.
They all just nod their heads. Oh yeah, checks out.
yeah,
Turn around and
yeah,
walk away.
yeah.
I remember that. They will remember this.
I think roll parlay when you have leverage on a character and you're trying to manipulate them. Roll charisma.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I really want
Oh, well,
everyone
that's-
to level up.
Yes. F you, Sean. F
They
you.
ask you for something and do it if you make them a promise first.
It's on the cheek.
Well, you've already told them that Glinda is on vacation. So they believe
Okay.
that. Why did she hire a not gnome?
Oh,
What are
this
you?
is part of one of those cross. What the hell do you call it? Cross species.
You an exchange student or something?
Yes, exactly.
Do they do that in
Diversity training.
politic bureaucracy office stuff? They've an exchange
Yes.
student program. And
Because your known culture is so rich and your rules and regulations are so perfect for the way a kingdom should be run.
I do agree. We are the best. We will slaughter all the infidels.
I do hear some alarms going off. Do you know what that's about? Should we be concerned?
There's millions of squads in the city. Somebody else's problem.
Millions.
We are the greatest army in the world.
I totally agree with you on that statement.
Good.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Is that bear under lock and key? He looks at
Yes.
Davril.
Absolutely.
And I do like roar.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Where's his leash?
And then I kind of like panicked to look for the leash I was on. It's no longer there because it became a part of my clothing.
Wait, so is the leash back or no?
No, because when I shapeshifted out, we either lost it or it was a part. It became a part of my outfit, and then when I re-shapeshifted, it's gone.
We'll get this taken care of. We'll find a leash.
Oh. I know what you just said is interesting, but what if the leash is the thing that stays the same every time you transform?
Oh,
That would be very
no.
convenient.
I will let you have that if you want.
Do I make him a sub?
Because then anything you turn into is going to have this leash on it.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, what about a collar? If you gave us a collar, we could do a
A
leash.
collar with a rope on it.
I don't. That.
All right. Just an idea I want to throw at you. So you've just made it harder on yourself in the moment. You probably
Yeah,
saved yourself
but
some
my
trouble
dignity's
later.
intact. My dignity's intact.
Ah, who has dignity anymore?
Well, I'm going to talk to the head gnome guy in charge. I'm new at this. I forgot about the leash regulation. Let me go in the back room and see if I have a leash. I'm gonna go in there. Are there leashes there? This is like a registration office.
There's rope.
All right, I'm gonna bring the rope out. Here you go. Make sure you keep this beast tied up. We don't want any more accidents.
Accidents? What happened?
Oh, the tablet through the window.
The bear did that?
And I do like the kind of cat thing where I kind of like.
That
was-
makes perfect sense.
Circus animals. They're dumb. They glare.
So, Davril, do you tie up the
Very-
bear pet?
I very loosely tie like the rope around the neck.
All right. So what do? The guards are like, all right. And they step out, buying your lie completely.
Thank God. What the hell do we do with an invisible body? And I'm gonna trip over as I walk around the counter.
Did you turn it invisible?
Yes, Davril turned it invisible.
Did you roll for that?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
and I passed.
I
He's
don't
invisible.
think so.
Well, the body was behind the counter.
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
want to turn it invisible at
That's
this
why they
point?
didn't see it.
She needs to disappear. She has to be invisible.
Well, I can turn her invisible, but the smell is eventually going to happen.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna take her and dump her somewhere out back.
Okay.
Why not just have the bear eat her?
Why do you want her to eat?
Vegetarian.
Oh my God.
No,
All
these
right,
are
I'm-
actually made of leaves.
I'm going to cast invisibility on the dead body.
Roll use magic.
Not.
Okay, I saw that one and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! No. Well, that's not much better.
The spell is cast. But choose one.
I'll take. I'm gonna put myself on the spot.
You're gonna put yourself on the spot.
Yeah. I like this one because it's harder for you to come up with stuff. Because drawing unwelcome attention's easy. Put myself on the spot. How are you gonna do that?
So where's put yourself on the spot?
Okay.
It's on the first bullet point.
Here's what I got.
You draw unwelcome attention, or you put yourself on the spot. The GM will tell you how.
You immediately feel a migraine wash over you, and one of the rune packs in front of you lights up in a green color instead of the blue that it was lighting up for the lighting up to perform the rune pact, and it morphs into a small rectangular object, and it rings.
You and these fucking wizard phone calls. I hate you. I hate you both for this.
It rings.
It rings.
It's just an object. It's an object that's ringing. It's not obviously a phone.
It is a stone tablet that young Flanagan and old Flanagan would recognize as a stone tablet of the Wizard Council. I don't know if
Fucking
Davril.
course.
I don't know if Davril would recognize it.
All right, Davril's gonna pick it up and he's gonna like just kind of just turn it over and inspect it and everything.
Hi, this is the warranty department. We are trying to reach you because your car has reached the extended warranty, and we need to know if you want to renew. Please press 1.
I got 3 of those calls today.
As you pick it up and maneuver it around, looking at it, it lights up and says, "This is the Wizard Council. Why are you using magic in the Gnome Kingdom?"
But I wasn't.
Hand me that, please.
Go on.
Who?
Whoever. Both of those sounded fun.
Oh.
I'll pick it up.
I'm
No,
just
no.
trying to.
This is Davril's.
for
This is Davril
Go
being on
for
the
it.
spot. If he would like to relinquish the spotlight, he can. But it's his show currently.
No, yeah. I'm gonna be like, I wasn't using magic.
Yes, you were. That's why you received this phone call. Get it? Phone and call. Ha!
The thingy nearby started ringing and I picked it up. I
Yes,
don't know
that's
why it
correct.
was ringing.
It's because
Why was it ringing?
It's because you cast magic.
I cast magic.
You
I don't
did.
do I don't do magic.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sound like a liar.
How do you? Who are you?
This is the Wizard Council. I thought I was pretty clear about that.
But why are you accusing me of using magic?
Because our radar went off that you used magic within the Gnome Kingdom.
I'm in a traveling troupe.
Yes. Okay.
That does magic shows.
You know, using magic.
Magic. Air quotes. Magic.
You understand, air quotes, magic is still magic and is forbidden in the Gnome Kingdom. You're risking your life doing so.
Well, we're not gnomes, so we're fine.
The gnomes are executing people left and right outside of the Gnome Kingdom.
Well, we are bigger and stronger than them.
They outnumber you by a great many.
Can I tap Davril on the shoulder? Hey, we have permission. We have the papers.
I mean, we do
He's
have
literally
papers.
calling-
We do have papers to be here.
You have papers.
He's calling
Excellent.
you
Please do
back
not
to
use
town.
magic. You will escalate the current conflict to another conflict.
Wait, what current conflict?
The Wizards Council is in a non-aggression pact with each other that we will not engage in conflict. However, using magic in within their territory will put us in a spot. We are forbidden from doing magic within their territory.
Why wasn't I told about this?
I'm telling
Until
you
now.
now. Also,
Not until I was in the Gnome Kingdom. I was not told.
do you keep track of wizarding news?
I certainly do. I'm subscribed to the RSS feed. It never said anything of the sort.
And you were confused about this piece of rock communicating with you.
Alright, I was bullshitting you.
That's what I thought. Please refrain from using magic within the Gnome Kingdom, or we will have to send our agents to retrieve you. Thank you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna shapeshift out, back into a human. Wait, no, that is a. That's a horrible idea because I forgot we're not in the office anymore.
Are you not?
Are
I
we?
thought you
No,
were.
we're
I thought you
still
were in the
in the
office.
No, we left because the guards.
Yeah.
Oh, the
We're in
guard.
the
The
office.
guards left first.
Oh, the guards left. Okay.
Left. Yeah.
Everything appeared to be in order.
So I sit on the counter. I'm like, so they don't call me when I shapeshift forms, but they call you when you cast magic once?
Everybody's always after Davril.
I know, it's very unfair. It's almost like you're being bullied by a cosmic entity of some sort. Yeah.
I had someone's necromantic brother after me for a while.
I have
I'll
the
just
soul
go
of a ginger in my body, as well as a little bit of Helga. It's very weird, but you know. Eh.
I just want to point out these idiots are using magic for these rune packs. So, who the hell knows what is actually going on here?
They're hypocrites. And I thought me being a meat-eating druid was bad enough just to survive on the Tartic wasteland, but this is way worse. One man across a whole civilizations of tiny, insubordinate little men. Yeah. Anywho,
I want to use the new rune pack device on myself.
You already have a badge. Also, your
Yeah, I
magic
know.
is
I
flipped
wanna
off.
use- I know. I want to use the rune pack device on myself.
Oh yeah? To do what?
To say I can use magic in the Gnome Kingdom. Because that's what the oath says. So what happens if I have 2 rune packs?
I don't know. Do you explode? Did we lose Scott?
Scott exploded.
I think he's bad that he can't cast magic. Or my German accent, one of the two.
So you want to rune pack yourself? Who's going to administer?
I'll administer.
In bear
I
form?
helped with the last one. No, human form still.
I just need to know.
Yeah.
As you administer the rune pact, you don't feel that light switch flip back on.
It's not working. Did you see the verse correctly this time?
Yeah, I did. Because I made up the damn words. Or words.
Evades.
Is try again? Like, how you say, not like shit?
I try again. Not like shit.
It was still like shit because nothing happened.
Let me see the manual. I'm going to also discern realities to see if there's something about stacking rune packs in the
So go ahead
do's and do not.
Roll it. Yeah.
Ooh. Or maybe undoing a runed pact would be a good section.
I feel like there's one question specifically here.
That's defy danger. That does not help my situation.
It's in the chat log, all of the options.
Oh, there it is. What should I be on the lookout for?
That is not the question that I would think would be useful.
Useful. You want the useful question.
But what should you be on the lookout for with rune packs, or with this specific rune pact? Looking through the manual, you find out that a rune pact has a certain range pre-programmed into it, and in this case, there is the range already defined, scribbled in the notepad that describes the coordinates on a map for the Gnome Kingdom. Which, from this information, you can infer that should you leave the Gnome Kingdom, the light switch, so to speak, will dissolve, and you will be able to perform things that you were able to do, or that you are not able to do again.
So I just need to leave and come back, like flagpole.
Possibly. Hold on a second. Anna's calling me.
Ah, Jesus.
The Wizard Council called him.
Yep.
I'm so done with the Wizard Council.
I know.
Like, I'm ready to defeat them. Like, I want to destroy the Wizards Council. That's where this game is going.
Just every turn he wants to take away your magic.
I know he does everything he can to make sure my magic doesn't work.
Let's kill the Wizards Council.
Sean is a terrible person.
Yes, I am. The Wizard Council will be here forever. You can't escape them.
Unless we murder them all.
Please do it. It's the Time War.
My second question will be, what here is useful or valuable to me?
Looking at the instructions, they detail exactly how these things are made and the spells that are required to construct them. Using this information, someone magical could probably create them on the fly.
Okay. And finally, what is here? What here is not what it appears to be?
As you scroll through the book, you see the frequent appearance of a logo. The logo is the same logo that was on the building that was mining sea trolls. It is a picture of a large troll foot with a bone sticking out of the top of it.
So, how you say? Here are the blueprints and schematics to the magical rune pact. In theory, if I understand this correctly, if you discern it, you can fry the rune pact. And so I hand over the thing and I show him the diagrams of all the stuff.
This is useful.
to
I'm just
Dapple.
gonna put. I don't want to put the damn instruction book in my bag. I'm tired of reading this. We should just take it. Take the manual. Avril, what are you doing with the instructions?
Trying to discern it.
I'm gonna read it. Are we all gonna read the instructions?
Can,
What's
So
on
that I
chapter
can understand
12?
how it works.
can we just all have read this? We just give this to us so we don't have to keep rolling to
Please,
read the same thing.
I don't want to. The instruction booklet tells you exactly how to do all the things you need to do with the rune pact.
Okay.
Okay, so we put it in somebody's inventory and we'll go.
Yep.
Ooh. We need to make a dirty rune pact, though.
Do you guys just want to get our tiny friend and just fly the fuck out of here at this point? This place is pretty much shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we going to go? Come on,
Where,
Sven.
wherever we see where the world takes us. Or, we go fly up high enough to the side, see the capital, and just fly on in.
I look around the room for a map of, outside of this area. This is a registration office. I assume there's something in here.
Sure. There's a Gnome Kingdom map.
Okay. I want to look for the biggest city on it.
So this would be a small-sized town. Looking at the map, there's clearly marked. There's a giant red circle around the town that you're in, and looking around the map, you can see the cities are marked with stars, a bit based on how large they are, and a very large circle in the very center of the map has what appears to be 10 stars on it, and a name that says, what is the name of the gnome town, Pea Sprout? The name Gnome City. The Gnome City that wrecked the Time War in Timeline B.
I want to pick something exotic. The first thing that popped into my head was underwear, but that's just cruel.
This is your Time War. If the great city of underwear, and I will call. I mean, you know what the gnomes sound like. They will say Zunderwehr.
Is it an underground city? And then it's like, hey, where do you gotta go? Unfair. Unfair?
I mean, if you call it that, yes.
Yeah, we're going with underwear.
Zunderwehr. The great city of Zunderwehr. Greatest military in the world.
We'll throw a Z in front just so it's not straight up underwear.
Zunderwehr.
Zunderwehr.
I'm just gonna call it underwear though because my gnomish sucks. So
Well, you know where it's at. You don't want to put on a show here? You had a big plan.
Kinda not worth it now that we can't use magic, and if we play by the rules, we're just gonna get punished.
Wait, you can use... Who can't use magic?
Your magic is turned off. You literally cannot use it.
Yeah, I can't
Davril
use
has been
magic.
warned not to use magic. But, I mean, that's just a warning. You do you.
We have papers. Guys, I think we should put on the show.
And then, apparently, the magic that Loose Leaf does doesn't count. And
I've been shape-shifting like no one's business on purpose. at
Gilly
this
doesn't
point.
have magic. We don't know about ginseng. He's been away from us for 2 sessions, so.
I mean, oh wait, I'm an official like notary for the Gnome Kingdom now, right?
I mean,
my
you're
story's
impersonating
legit.
one.
Well, I just administered a... Okay, fine. I'm gonna walk outside. Is there anyone else that needs papers?
The city appears to be very busy currently. No one takes notice of you.
Ah, these people suck.
I look over. I'm like, I don't think I actually got the a badge.
Yeah, you did. I handed it to you. Or I put it around your neck.
And I look over, and it's like,
It's on the floor.
But did you put it on his person, or has he turned into an animal and it's become part of him again, or?
I don't... He can't just absorb objects, can he?
when I go
How
from
shape
human
shifting
form
is
to
it?
bear form, all of my belongings transform with me. And since I was wearing an object when I transformed from human back into bear, the rope went with me. So I'm now wearing the 2 ropes.
Wait, I put the card on you when you were a bear.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be pinned to me.
So it's braided
Okay.
into his shirt now.
Okay, cool.
My hide tunic now has a patched in like ID card.
Okay, so Davril, what's your opinion? Crazy green talking wood tablet over there. Do you want to try to do the show, or do you want to do something else?
Let's do the show. Davril throws
gonna-
all disregard to the wind.
That's what our party
Alright.
does. Okay.
All regard to the wind.
I can't believe you didn't give me a character to rune pack, you son of a bitch. Anyway, we have preparations.
You'll have to room pact Killian.
Hold on 1 second. And I take off both ropes, hand it to Davril, and then I shapeshift again into a bear.
Roll
It's
shapeshift.
like-
Has his
He-
registered animal certificate that says he's vaccinated against gnome herpes.
Dang. Every time you roll, I'm just hoping you roll low so we can get you another XP.
I know, and I'm rolling like super high. It's like this just is.
So are y'all going to set out for the inn now? To set up your show? Or what?
I think we should just go set up a small... Actually, wait. They probably hang people here for using magic. We could just use the gallows for our show.
Yeah.
Easy. We
Yeah.
don't even have to set anything up.
All right. I ask because if you go to the inn, you could level up if you want to.
No, we're doing the show.
You doing the show
Well,
first. You don't want to
it's-
get a book a room first?
Let's take a rest. I could use a rest.
I'm sleepy.
I don't want to paint you in a corner. If you want to go kill yourselves, go for it.
In game.
Yes, specifically. This feels like a good ending point because it's like 10 o'clock and it's time to do questions. So let's do that.
Oh, I had the perfect opportunity to consume someone's blood and then my blood, and we didn't do it.
I figured you were going to eat them anyway.
No. When we get to Bonds, I'll explain how I
Okay.
missed out.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Magic is not allowed in this town.
Magical is not allowed in the Gnome Kingdom.
I'm
That was not
using-
something that we knew before.
Which is
I'm using
strange.
magic to forbid it. Also, apparently, wizard people decided to not use magic in Gnome Kingdom
Oh,
Village.
we also learned that there's a non-aggression pact between the Wizard Council and the Gnome Kingdom.
Which is also weird
That's right.
because they sent us to kill the gnomes in the future past time war of the other campaign setting.
Future past
Yep.
time war. The words
Hey,
future
Scott?
past time war. I love that.
Is it possible that these people don't know who you are?
Seems to be the case. Well, they know I'm Flanagan. I'm young Flanagan in Davrel's body, so remember that.
Yeah, so they have no idea who you are, though.
Correct.
Like, at all. You're
Does
just Davril the
Davril
Wizard.
know who the Council of Wizards is?
Of course.
I mean, he's a wizard, right? He's
Well,
got to know.
I'm trying to place him because I don't know how he ended up on this world.
Davril?
Right. He's made references to necromancers and brothers, which happened in another world, and now he's in the Time War world.
Who says that's another world?
Jesus fucking Christ. This is...
It's complicated.
I don't know, man.
As we say, it's the Time War.
So you are aware of the Council of Wizards.
Yeah.
But maybe not a member, or absolutely a member.
That's a question for another session.
All right. I want to swing back to the magic bit in the Gnome Kingdom because they have magic walls, they have rune packs.
Yeah, and we did not know that magic could not be used until right fucking now.
And there was children practicing magic outside the town.
Correct.
Yeah, and we did our due diligence and killed them.
Did we kill
Put them
Ian?
in a coma.
We what? Did you say Killian?
Yeah. Did we kill the fire magic gnomes, Killian?
I mean the children?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on your definition of killed.
They're in comas. They're not dead.
Yeah, I'm sure that at some point, one of the little gnome doctors or, pathologists are gonna come in and be like, "Oh, it's poison. Let's use antidote," and boom, they'll be out of their comas, and then they can spill the beans all they want because we'll be long gone. Boosh.
Yep.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yes.
Paperwork.
Guard.
Bureaucracy.
The single guard. Bureaucracy. I'm going to say no.
He never saw it coming.
We literally overcame this lady by hitting her on the head and then murdering her and then assuming her identity. That is notable.
You didn't assume her identity. You stole her job.
She was a notable citizen in the Gnome Kingdom.
Hey, we could have burned down this entire village and just called it clean. Like, we tried very hard not to just fall into murder instincts because of how easy it is. Yes, I did earlier by crushing her, but that was just because I thought we were already going to kill her and I just finished the job.
You were just trying to speed things along.
I
Yeah.
was so excited about concussing her, and then you just like ripped her head off. And I'm
Well,
just like, well,
You hit her for one, that was just like, eh.
exactly. It was meant to be non-murderous. If I ever try that again, I'm gonna roll like a 9 or something and just demolish them.
Hopefully it won't matter. Like, hopefully you don't have an opportunity to kill gnomes all the time.
Man, it is so hard to not kill stuff. I don't think you realize how hard we've tried not to kill things.
Giving
I-
someone bubble wrap and they don't pop the bubbles.
Like, you could go on a murderous rampage in Gnome Town. There are consequences for that.
We're aware and we're trying not to.
You're making it so easy. You're like, look, these gnomes are investigating and trying to attack someone they've never seen who was having bowel issues in a bathroom. In a hospital. Think about that, Sean. That's messed up.
Oh, good times. Did we loot memorable treasure?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
The rune packs
The rune pack
Yeah.
tablets.
and the
Now-
instruction booklet.
Do we each get credit for that? Do we get 1 point or?
You all get 1 XP for that. But you don't get 4 XP for loot. Or how many did you loot? 6?
8.
9.
Jesus
I
Christ.
got a +1.
One for each piece of treasure.
Nope, 1 XP. Did anyone do any bonds?
Okay,
did.
so this is where I was like, oh man, I missed the opportunity. When Chris's character pricked himself, I should have read my bonds because one of them is like, Peace Sprout has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are one. And I should have like just awkwardly went, "Ow."
Now, so Justin, with the way Sean works, be very careful because you might like shapeshift into me, and we'll have 2. Think about
I have that is a different ability. That is a different ability. I have to study you and merge your consciousness with study essence.
it. You think
He
Sean
basically
is
has
not
to do
done?
he has to do a Vulcan mind meld with you.
Think about it this way. The way Sean has worked stuff, if you did that, you could shapeshift into me and then be stuck that way until you figure out how to get out. I'm just saying. Like,
I
be
would be a
careful
better
with
you than you at being a paladin.
That's probably true. Hey, I finally fixed my charisma with my last upgrade, so I'm at 0. So I rolled charisma and didn't fail this time. FYI.
Right. You said you completed a bond. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I didn't.
Oh, no. I basically always complete one because anytime I leap into danger without a plan, and I would say that the knife appearing in the guard's neck would definitely qualify for that. Didn't think it through. Poor
Oh,
Killian.
that's your alignment.
Yeah. No, it's a bond or alignment. No, yes, that's it. You're right. I
So
just
go,
have it
go
listed
ahead
in
and
the
grant
bond.
yourself XP anyway. Did anyone else do an alignment?
Do we
Was
count killing?
I did. Use
killing
magic to
a-
directly aid another.
Hey, that's a lot easier than mine. Eliminate an unnatural menace. I think the unnatural state of office
Bureaucracy.
work, yeah, in this town.
I mean, I'll ask. So maybe not bureaucracy, but I'm curious what your character thinks about gnomes. Are they
Gnomes?
unnatural?
Gnomes as a people, no. Gnomes acting outside of their intellect status and having office spaces and rules and stuff, it does not work with the gnomes that I understand as a civilization. They're supposed to be like actual lemmings in the tundra wastelands of the north.
So your character is basically a racist, is where we've
That's
gone.
kind of
with
where
this.
I'm going.
No.
Yes. Yes, that is
Advanced
what you
gnome civilization offends you, right?
I'm used to a difference. What is the term for like when the Spanish came to the colonies and tried to like they didn't understand that people could be on a lower tier of cultural like evolution?
This sounds really racist.
It's not racist.
Dude, stop while you're ahead.
So now we have the racist shapeshifter. Oh, Jesus.
But only against gnomes.
That we know of. We don't know who else he's encountered that he thinks is lower.
Okay, fantasy. It's like if someone ran into like cavemen goblins in World of Warcraft. They have no intellect, no nothing, and then they jumped ahead 1,000 years, and all of a sudden the goblins are running banks and stuff. And he's like, that doesn't make sense to me. They're stupid idiots that we just kill for fun because like they're rodents.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean like, is it like culture shock? Is that the term? you're looking
Culture,
for?
yes, culture shock. Thank
Okay,
you.
that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
Culturally
going.
shocking that a primitive race of people.
But
is
in the
above
Arctic, they're not like that. They're
Please.
It's kind of like in Dungeons and Dragons, how there are certain areas where orcs are basically just treated as vermin, and then there's other parts where they actively trade, and there's half orcs everywhere. Like most places, orcs are just trash race because they're all inherently evil.
I'm on a Mass Effect kick, and if you've played Mass Effect, I'm comparing it to kind of how the Prothean character from the third game sees society, because he was cryogenically frozen for thousands of years, and when he last saw some of these alien races, they were just like barely in like caveman races, and they just disregarded them. And so now that they're like at the top of the food chain and he's coming back to it, he doesn't know how to understand it. That's where I'm kind of approaching this.
They were mud people, and now they're advanced.
Right.
But what you're saying is if we took a plantation owner and brought them to present day Atlanta, would that be accurate?
That is a good
Maybe.
comparison, actually.
They'd be very upset.
I feel like that would make a great, like a Spike Lee or a Quentin Tarantino movie. That'd be hilarious. It's like
the Django 2, Back to the Future.
I don't know.
Django
I don't
2.
know if I don't know if hilarious would be the right word for that.
It would be very thought-provoking, and it will show the flaws in our society.
So, okay,
I'd watch it.
I guess we can put it this way, Justin, the most polite way possible. Your character has an issue with the tasks a race of people is performing currently.
See, my murder is not like... I don't see it as bad as how everybody else sees it. I'm more casual about it for the wrong reasons.
I love this conversation. Well, my murder's not that bad because...
Do I just need to go ahead and go before I get implicated for something on a stream?
Yeah, let's probably not.
Are we still streaming?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Because we're still playing.
I've been put into this by a bad DM.
I'm only asking if they're unnatural to you.
And I'm trying to get experience to keep asking me dumb questions, and my idiot brain isn't working right tonight. And apparently I'm racist. I'm not trying to be.
Deeper and deeper.
Oh, God.
I'm honestly not. I'm trying not to. But I just...
Does anyone else have an alignment that they would like to?
I don't think I have anything to follow that up with. It was a journey of self-discovery. It was like a roller coaster.
So go ahead, take your XP, loose sleeve.
What do we get to?
It was worth it for the show.
I have a bond that says I stole something from ... Could you say that I stole the guard's life?
No.
It would have to be one of the party members, right?
Yeah, bonds are for party members.
Well, shit.
And you weren't even with us the entire game, so you can't lie or make up a really horrible thing to earn an experience point like I did.
That's true.
Does anyone level up upon this rest in an inn?
How many experience points do we get?
Man, I just tell you when you get one. I don't keep track.
So
of how
we
many
got
you
one
get.
for the world, one for the treasure, and then if you completed a bond.
Okay, so I got 2. All right. Oh, I did my alignment as well, but I guess you only get 2 based on.
You get one for each bond you accomplish, and then one for alignment if you perform your alignment.
Okay, so I did. Okay, cool.
Did
All
I
right.
learn anything?
Questions.
Did I learn anything from Loose Leaf?
How much does it take to level up? I forget. 7 plus your level.
7 plus your level. Didn't
I level up then.
I feel like some people.
I was
leveled
one
up
away.
recently. All right.
So I'll go down to 5 XP.
So
If
what
I
are you
failed
thinking?
one of those 12s, I would have been fine and leveled up.
So Davril gets to level up.
Do you have an idea for your level up?
The Dungeon World SRD.
Oh, God.
Wizard. When you gain a level from 2 to 5, and I'm on level 3 now, choose from these moves.
If I look up wizard, it comes up, right?
Double check, make sure it's actually in the like list of. Well, no, this isn't like Monster of the Week where all the stuff is like already pre-added. You can add that stuff into spell slots.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sean, was I supposed to write out a quest
I don't know. Were
for
you?
Paladin? It's in the Dungeon World's SRD.com class as Paladin.
You look at the paladin. This is your paladin. You tell me.
It's not
I'm
on the sheet.
Starting.
I'm
with
gonna.
downhand.
So I'm gonna expand my spell book as one of my advanced moves.
Okay.
So I get to add one more spell,
All right.
and I'll look over the stuff to add spells. So I'm gonna make a note on my list or on my thing to do that. Is there notes? Yeah.
Are you guys using the SRD?
Yeah, I am.
It looks like you have to do a quest, Chris.
Wasn't it something about like being a super law-abiding citizen and he would like honor his code to the T?
Says,
Wasn't that like the original?
It says
No,
when you
there's-
dedicate yourself to a mission through prayer and ritual cleansing, state what you set out to do. Slay blank, a great blight on the land. Defend blank from the inequities that beseet them, or discover the truth of blank.
Choose up to 2 boons: invulnerability to edged weapons, fire, enchantment, etc. A mark of divine authority. Senses that pierce lies. A voice that this would have been useful at some points.
So what's your
Oh.
quest? This is something that was apparently super important.
Yeah, that just
And-
didn't happen. You know, screw it. I'm gonna defend the gnomes from the iniquities that beset them.
What? You're gonna defend the gnomes.
Defending the gnomes
You
is
just
now
went
my
on a
quest.
quest to assassinate a gnome.
Well, this will make it interesting.
Surprise betrayal. I was here to protect him from you the whole time.
And what are your 2 boons?
Oh god. An unwavering sense of direction too. What does enchantment mean?
Depends
that
on the
spells?
context.
Maybe items that are enchanted? Or maybe you can't be enchanted?
Yeah,
Like,
but
what is the
would
context of it? Is like you are enchanted.
invulnerability do something?
You tell me what the context is. What do you want to be immune to?
Well, I know the wizards are fighting the gnomes, right? So what would help me best?
Maybe they're not. They're obviously not fighting the gnomes. They have a pact of non-aggression.
It's not a peace deal. I don't know. I'll think about it. We don't need this right now, anyway.
I mean, I'm curious because I want to talk about the vows that are required for you to maintain your blessing.
Yeah, I know. You like your part. Oh god.
All right.
I'll paste the thing that we're talking about so everybody can see it, because this would have made
You a lot tankier.
not tankier necessarily, but it would have given me a lot of direction for things that I was doing. I mean, yeah, potentially if I was like invulnerable to trolls, yeah, that would.
So what are you invulnerable? Okay. Well, you want to wait. All right, that's fine. Did you level up also, or
Yeah,
so? What's your
I'm
level
looking. And that's just what. Okay, when you gain level 2 through 5, choose from these moves. What do I even have? I haven't used like half of them. Bloody Aegis is one.
In the context of that, it sounds like I can't be affected by like long-term curses or spells or like magical effects. Like I cannot be enchanted by someone's like beautiful kiss of a gorgon or something like that. Mm.
I could get really specific and be like, hey, I'm immune to elemental magic.
That
I like-
absolutely means you'll have to fight elementals. And everyone
I'm okay
else
with
will
that.
die except for you.
So I'll just like distract them the entire time and be like, oh no, please, this hurts me so badly. And then throw myself on the ground and start writhing around. Okay, I do like Exterminatus. I just don't think I would do it. It's when you speak aloud your pledge to defeat an enemy.
Do it. Do it.
I kind of like charge, running straight into combat, because that gives everybody +1 forward. That's kind of neat.
It just says when you lead the charge in combat. Oh, those you lead take +1.
I gotta go.
Alright.
I'll
See you
level up
later,
next time
Dave.
we play.
All right, have a good night.
You
See
too.
you, man.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, I think I've got what I want. Holy Smite. That's where we're
Smite.
going.
What does that one do?
Replaces Smite. While on a quest, you deal 1d8 damage.
Oh, shit. Whew. So,
I've actually got to run too, so I'll catch you guys later.
See ya.
My friend.
Alright. I'm gonna kill the stream. I think we're done leveling up.